All right. Well, chat, we are gonna start with watching our first ever zombies iceberg video. Probably gonna watch all of these to be honest, but we're just gonna start with this one. If you haven't seen these before, it's basically a lot of Call of Duty Zombies info, a lot of theories, things people think happen that we don't know. This guy goes in depth, finds it in game, finds it in real life, shows you what is what. And we're gonna be watching a lot of
Hour
these in
of
the
the
build-ups of
Zombies Iceberg.
BO6.
Let's go. Real quick, thank you to COD Lore Facts on Twitter and YouTube. There was a couple
Shout
things
out
in this
COD Lore
iceberg that I was
Facts.
not 100% sure on, and they helped fill me in. So
Okay.
if you are interested in Zombies lore,
I
make
got the
sure to check
hoodlet
them
kit
out.
on
Links will
today,
be down
chat.
below in the description.
Yes, sir. My girl got this for my birthday.
Ever since Nocturne and Toten, Treyarch has
Alright.
added radios throughout their maps, whether they just be
Chat. I thought I knew everything. I didn't even know this radio was a fucking thing, bro. What the fuck is this? I probably know the like message that comes from this radio, but I was expecting to go in here and know a lot of shit. I've seen like a lot of the other iceberg videos, but I don't think I've seen this one. Turn it up a bit.
tiny little
Oh
music
yeah, I need
Easter
some
eggs.
I doubt I know anything.
Or secret voice recordings that contain just little bits of information.
I didn't even know
that
about
piece
that
together this entire story.
that one either.
And back in the
I
earlier
knew
parts
that
of
one.
Zombies, they were definitely more cryptic and not as
Bro,
loose
homie
with
just
the
got online.
information that they were providing. And whether they be radios or film reels or any of the other various means,
A lot of
Treyarch
these, I
uses,
feel like when I was
if you are
playing World
a
at
Zombies
War or
map,
BO1,
you
I
can
wasn't
bet
like
you're
I
gonna
was
love
looking for radios in BO1. I remember this one. This one's this one's iconic. But a lot of them like I stopped listening to because whenever you're playing solo, you just fucking can't, dog. Zombies running into you. But this just tells this one right here like shows the story of Max is learning to like try to control the zombies and like all this. So yeah, these from the like in the beginning when we didn't have a lot of information and we were hearing shit like this where Max is like, "What? Max is controlling the zombies, the eyes. Maybe Max is the reason." Like, you know, like we were trying to piece shit together.
Excellent. Further.
Man.
It's all right. Stay there. Calm down. I order you. Kill it. Bring me another.
bus route.
Oh no. Wait, I didn't even look at all of them. Oh no,
Bus
chat. Wait, I didn't look at the whole list of. Alright, so this is the beginning of the iceberg. Hidden radios, which, yeah. Bus Route B, Omega Lol. I mean, Bus Route B is just really Nuketown. Bus Route B really is just Nuketown. Loose Change under PAP. I don't think there was a single map that did that. Why do I feel like some random ass IW map did that? Ray gun every time. Hey, bruh. Certain people know how to get it out the box, bro. You gotta shoot the bottom left corner, then you gotta shoot the bottom right corner, then you gotta thumbs up the video, and then you get the ray gun every fucking time.
Bus Route B has some credibility to it.
This picture haunts me.
It was actually a huge piece of good content.
This picture actually fucking haunts me.
Before the release of Black Ops 2, Transit had a significant amount of cut content taken out of it before launch. And if you would like a more dedicated video to this, I will leave a video link in the description. I go over way more cut content in Black Ops 2 Zombies, so make sure to check it out. But
the system just couldn't handle it, dog.
A part of Transit, but was axed before the release. And there are still plenty of hints towards Bus Route B that were still left in the actual game. In
storyline they say that it's just Transit. I believe Blackout confirmed this or something like that. But yeah, even if you go to spawn, you see Bus Route A right there, and then Bus Route B. So
over here to the Bus Route poster, it will show you a Bus
the coordinates.
Route A
I mean,
and a Bus Route B.
Yeah.
And for Bus Route A, it says
and this is in the spawn
services, and some of the cut content in Transit was going to be a day and night setting. So there were so
we know that there was going to be a day and night setting because of the what's that highway like what's the, it's not a highway billboard, is it? Highway, no, not billboard. Highway, like whatever the fuck it is when you're getting off on like that exit,
possibilities that they
highway
done
sign
with Bus Route B.
it says
we
day
really
and night
didn't
on
figure
it.
out a majority of this information until relatively recently.
Broken?
When I say that, I mean like within the past couple years, because I do keep forgetting that it's 2024 and it's not 2020 anymore. But during Black Ops 2's life, this was a
fuck happened
huge
to my
theory that
remote?
the community just kept scratching their heads trying to figure out. But alas, it was true, but we would have never been able to activate it in any way.
Man, the amount of people that lost their mind when you would like shoot that door or knife that door and that light came over. I was one of them. Bruh, I just knew that shit meant something, bruh. That shit, I was like, Treyarch don't do this for no reason.
Loose change under Pack-a-Punch.
I feel like I know it.
This
No,
one
it's
might be a
Kino.
typo. I think it was supposed to be Perks because I don't know of anything revolving.
No, because back in the day, okay, so he doesn't know what this is, and I could be wrong, but if you're a back in the day Andy and you're watching this on YouTube right now, and definitely come watch on Twitch if you want to watch this live with us, talk in the chat, all that. But if you're on YouTube and you're a back in the day Andy, comment down below. Bro, we used to believe anything. Like I remember we believed there was a way to pack-a-punch grenades at once. I'm pretty sure we believed there was a way to like I think you could like I believe people used to say like if you did all 5 no, if you did all 5 of the projectors, I remember people saying you would get like all types of dumb shit, like all perks. Like if you did all 5 of the film realms and put them in the projector, they were like, "Oh, you get like perks or whatever." But I remember like people saying like you could pack-a-punch grenades on this map, which obviously wasn't true. And like there was a way to get loose change, and it was 200 instead of 100 under the pack-a-punch.
Involving loose change under Pack-a-Punch, but similar to that, if you do go prone in front of Perks, you will be able to get some points.
Right.
All dating back to World at War Darius, if you went prone in front of Double Tap, you would gain 25 points. And through Black Ops 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, we slowly started to see this become a more and more popular trend. Back in the older Zombies, it was just a minor, minuscule, little tiny Easter egg, but nowadays in Zombies, it's so mainstream, every time you see a perk, you're bound to go prone in front of it.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah, he doesn't remember. So it's that one, that Iceberg, that one's just more so like a dumbass theory that we all had back in the day. Like we were like, bruh, there's got to be a way to pack a bunch of grenades. And then we're going to be able to do something like we're going to lay down in front of the pack. We're going to get money for laying down in front of the pack. We're going to get 200. Like people believed anything back in the day.
This is obviously a reference to the amount of videos that were uploaded.
Yeah.
Claim to give
shoot the bottom left, bottom right of the box
every time if you followed a certain amount of steps. This was really popular back in the World at War and Black Ops 1 era, but after that it really started to become a meme. And
jump and shoot, spin, jump and shoot, yeah. And then you get the ray gun, bro.
The amount of videos that would claim
nah, you get it every time.
Then go prone.
You have to shoot the bottom left cylinder block, bottom right, top left of the box, top right, and then you like go prone and you get it, bro. That's the one that I know. Oh, we were at the tip of the. Oh no! All right, Samantha owns the Hellhounds. Peter McCain's corpse. Nikolai Belinsky, which oh my god, that could be literally anything. Ammo-matic, yeah, cut perk. Bleed out faster when crawling. I still believe this to this day. I actually don't move when I'm down because I feel like I die quicker. Like, I don't give a fuck what nobody tells me, bro. Kino was DLC 4. That's true. Kino was supposed to be World at War DLC 4, but it got moved to the next game. The Iron Kite. Fuck. I know what that is. Oh, I know what that is. The Wonderoff breaks space-time. Ooh, I'm not too familiar with that one. Peter McCain's corpse is in a lot of places. Garage Crovey, Shino Numa. I know the Iron Kite. Does that have something to do with Der Eisendrache? Der Eisendrache.
In Spawn, there is a dead man whose decaying corpse happens to be hanging from his own parachute.
Rip my boy Peter.
One of his forearms. And this man is none other.
I live with the Peter. Imagine he's just walking around right now. He's like, what the fuck am I alive?
Sent in to infiltrate Group 935. He started working.
Bro, I'm here, bro.
Was eventually transferred to the Asylum, aka Verrucht. And while they were
Verrucht,
Peter McCain was eventually ousted as a spy. But fortunately for him, an outbreak occurred at the Asylum, and Peter was able to escape, but not before he lost his forearm. Peter was eventually told to rendezvous at the Rising Sun facility, where he eventually jumped over the facility, but died shortly after. So that is the
bro, I used to... Alright, I don't think he's gonna go into it, so I'll talk about it. Chat, if you don't know, there's a way to kill yourself in-game by fucking with Peter McCain. So like, I would always like knife and throw grenades when I found out. And I remember one time I like just died. Cause like I kept like shooting, knife and throwing grenades, and Peter like kills you. It's like joke about it.
Identity
You know?
of the hanging man and
He can
Shiva.
he'll kill you, bro. Hey, don't fucking play with Pete, bro. Like, you feel me, bro? But yeah, here's a little backstory on Peter McCain. And I believe Peter was the one Peter McCain worked with Dempsey. And I believe Dempsey and Peter were going in on a mission to Shino Numa here. And Peter got caught and got hung where Dempsey went on and did the mission. I believe that is the story. 37, 14, 06, 115. Man, back in the day, I used to watch these videos and get goosebumps and shit. Be like, bro, what the fuck? Why bro sound like that?
You must know by now that we failed to contain the asylum. Now we had to move the experiment here. Location. The numbers will guide you. The giant must remain at all costs. Repeat, there is must remain safe at all costs. The DG2 experiments continue. Might be our only advantage now. Find Dr. Max's.
See how interesting and like how much like time they were putting into shit back then, you know?
We've lost most of our best people. I hope you get this. I hope it hasn't happened there too. But I'm almost out of hope.
Alright, take a stab for first shot. 60, 54, 6.96, 101. I forget where those coordinates lead to, but I want to say they were another map, right?
And on the World at War Zombies app,
Oh,
there's a Peter McCain
no.
Easter egg. Once you have
The
opened
World
up
at
all the
War
areas on the map,
Zombies
you will be
app,
given a
bro.
shovel as a melee weapon. And then you just have to find where it says dig and dig up the grave. This is not in the regular Zombies version. This is only on the Zombies app. And if you dig up his grave, you will be
Not
rewarded
the
with a
fucking
free
Zombies app, bro.
Samantha owns
the Hellhounds. She went in the teleporter with Fluffy.
Black Ops 1 Zombies,
She
Samantha
went
is
in the
one
teleporter with
control of
Fluffy.
Zombies, and she is also partly in control of the Hellhounds. The
Yeah.
Hellhounds were originally Fluffy.
Chat, where am I?
German
Where am I? Y'all see
and it
me?
seemed that Fluffy was pregnant
Almost
and
done with
expecting
this
a bunch of puppies.
Yes, she was.
Now, you must be very
Fluffy got thrown that
careful,
damn
Samantha.
teleporter.
Owning a dog is a great responsibility.
Yes, Father. Oh,
Bro, OG Samantha voice is so creepy. So scary compared to this Samantha.
You know she's going to have puppies.
really? Can I keep the puppies too, Father?
We'll see, Samantha. One step at a time.
But
Bro, I
before
just
she
love the
could
way
do
they were
most of the
trying to
puppies, they did an
explain
experiment on Fluffy,
everything
which
in the
turned
game.
her into a hellhound.
Yeah, Richtofen traps them in the teleporter. Traps Maxis, Fluffy, and Samantha in there.
It's tied down now, Dr. Maxis. Initiating test number 5. Subject is within the test chamber. Activate power. Searching for vitals. No reading, Doctor. The subject has disappeared. Dr. Maxis, we've done it. Don't be foolish. Test number 5 is unsuccessful. Subject has vanished, yes, but has not reappeared at the mainframe. Recalibrate the damn system, now!
And when it was time for Richtofen to ultimately dispose of Maxis, he ended up trapping Samantha and Maxis in the same room with a hellhound before they were teleported away.
Test number 6. Subject is within test chamber.
back.
Activate power.
Richtofen did they ass dirty.
Set up the device correctly.
Yes, Doctor. As per your specifications.
If you had done it to my specifications, then it would have worked, wouldn't it? As usual, you're incompetent.
Richtofen knew what he was doing.
Do you hear that?
You fool! Test number 6 is a failure, but the experiment has caused some kind of electrical force to energize within the chamber. Well, open the door!
Doctor, I don't think...
Open the door! Now!
Daddy, what are you doing with Fluffy?
Damn it, Samantha, I told you never to come in here. Edward, get her out of here.
Yes, Doctor.
What's wrong with her? Daddy, what did you do?
They ruined Samantha, little dog.
Back here! Samantha, stop her! Easy. Come here, Samantha. Good girl, Flossie. Gently, Samantha. That's not Flossie anymore. Be my
We gotta
Iceberg,
blame
what are
him.
you doing? Open the door! Iceberg, open this door now!
I'm scared.
Don't move! Stay by me, Samantha! Goodbye, Dr. Maxis.
Man, that line was iconic.
So it is technically true
Fucking
that
Eddie,
Fluffy
bro.
eventually became the first Hellhound, and because Fluffy was pregnant, you have an infinite spawn of Hellhounds, and that was Samantha's dog. So yes, Samantha owns the Hellhounds.
Yup. Yeah, she does. What Samantha doesn't own is them goddamn toxic dogs and all them other dogs that come in Cold War. Like, how we explaining those? Are we saying that those were also, like, they never explained that? Like, is that also Fluffy's dogs, or they just tentacle now? You know, like, they never really explained that. I think it might have been explained in Intel as like Requiem's like testing or something, but I didn't hear anything about it. Maybe that's what it is, you know.
Nikolai Belinsky.
Nikolai.
This is a reference to the Origins intro cutscene very early on.
Oh, they misspelled Nikolai's name in the cutscene, and then they hurried up, switched it, and then redropped
It was
it.
actually fixed. Nikolai's last name was spelled completely wrong. Instead of it being Belinski, they spelled it Belinksi. And this has kind of become an ongoing
Belinsky.
meme throughout the Zombies community, and only true OGs remember
I haven't ever used Nikolai Belinsky. I've only used Nikolai Belinsky.
when it was spelled wrong. Ammo-matic.
Cut perk. It was really in the game.
This was a cut perk that was going to make an appearance in Shinonuma and Reese, but was cut during development for unknown reasons. This was going to award the player with a max ammo upon purchase. And there are a couple World of War audio files that can be found that relate to this perk.
Max ammo machine. Ah, genius.
This perk is now in a lot of custom maps. A lot of OG custom maps that like came out a while ago when people first found out about it.
Machine. What a brilliant idea.
Bleed out fast. Yeah, I will
This
not
refers to an
crawl
old zombies
while I'm
urban
dead.
legend that you would die faster if you started crawling. So once you have
They
mastered
ran a
zombies'
test on
ultimate
it.
stupidity, the theory went that if you started crawling, you would bleed out faster, so people would never crawl and they would always stay.
I still don't.
And this was a widely accepted rumor, despite it being completely false. You
That's
would
the
bleed
thing.
out
I
the same
know
if you
it's
were crawling
fake,
as
and
if
I
you were
know
standing
it's
completely
wrong.
still.
I still don't do it.
Kino was DLC 4.
It was for World at War.
Kino der Toten in Black Ops 1 was originally going to take place in World at War. It was going to be the fourth DLC for World at War Zombies. But due to
Theater, this level description. Hello and welcome to another episode of Zombie Place Theater. The level ended up becoming Kino der Toten. The level does not have a description, but was carried over to Black Ops and was revised to become for Paris, yeah. Coast, this level has a description, feature test map, dev only, and then becoming Call of the Dead and Black Ops. Yeah, Paris was supposed to happen, and then it became Moon. I believe it was the Paris Catacombs, I believe.
many issues, mainly it coming too close to Modern Warfare 2's release date, it was eventually
It was the Paris Catacombs, sorry.
shelved and pushed back to Black Ops 1. The Iron Kite.
Is this their
This is a
Eisendrache?
reference to Treyarch sometimes having very bored translation problems.
Yeah,
Originally,
I remember
Der
this a little
Eisendrache
bit.
was spelled with an N at the end. Der Eisen
Yeah, oh my god. That's why I could only remember it as being their Eisendrache. Because I remember, I was like, well, all I remember this is like something about their Eisendrache. Because they accidentally translated to an Iron Kite or
I don't
some
know if
shit.
that's how you pronounce it. I'm bad at pronunciation.
Yeah,
This
at first they
translates
fucked
to
up
the
or something,
Iron
right?
Kite, but they eventually retconned that, took out the N, and just made it Der Eisendrache, which
Yeah.
actually translates to the Iron Dragon. The Wonderwaffe breaks space-time. When you
Oh, Chad, I don't know if I don't think I already did it. Maybe a little bit before we started stream, or before we start the video. But Crazy Rabbit uploaded this, by the way. And do what I am doing right here. This is my second account. Do what I am doing right here and go ahead and subscribe. There you go. Thumbs up the video. Crazy Rabbit right there. Get more from
load up Kino der Toten and you are playing solo, you will get this very unique radio from Richtofen.
Entry 7410.
Oh, God.
Perhaps this station will hold the key to the real goals of Group 935. I still do not trust my unconditional...
Bro, I feel like everybody who's played Kino like just knows this, bro. This shit is in our fucking membrane. Oh, I need to switch. Declan, can you switch the Twitch thing for me? to watching Zombies Iceberg and just chatting. I don't want to fuck up the
And this
video.
explains how our
I'll try to do
characters
it.
got from Der Reese to Kino der Toten. Dempsey shot the Wonderwolf as they were teleporting, and it broke
Wait, what's
space
this
and
say?
time and censored.
Oh, is this a piece of the timeline? See, the thing, like, I've seen this brought up in one of Lex's videos before, where they were saying, like, they don't know if they like that the timeline was revealed or not because it doesn't leave certain things to mystery, or because nothing's left to mystery anymore. We know everything. And it's like, I wish we almost got, like, 25% or 30% of the timeline. Like, we got, like, a few important things and a few things we really, really, like, really wanted to know. And then we just got like some random shit, like who the guy was that's on that Ascension poster, you know? Because that would have been crazy. Because it's like some stuff that we know that I'm like, back in the day, I used to be like, man, like they got the Pentagon thief is probably Gersh, like you know, like I was just making shit up. Oh wait, let's read this. Ultimus returns to Darius. This is October 28th, 1945. God damn, old ass niggas. Ultimus returns to Darius. And with his diary, Richtofen plans to use the teleporter to return to the moon and confront Samantha. Unfortunately, the Wonderwolf with DG2 overloads the teleporter and sends him through time to Kino, and this caused Richtofen to drop his diary. I've never read it like that. Like, we knew that's what happened, but, like, I've never read it, like, in a passage like that. So, yeah, it does break time, I guess. Alright, blank portraits. Oh my god. Man, that blank portrait fucked my mind up for so long. Now we know that it's really Nikolai, right? It's really Nick. He'll get into it. Maxis's wife is dead. She is. Didn't they make her? I thought Maxis's wife. For the longest, I thought Maxis's wife was whatever. Sophia, the big ass orb. My dumb ass thought Sophia was Maxis's wife. Richtofen is gay. That is a high possibility. That's a high possibility. I've never thought of that until now, but that's a possibility. Elemental knife and origins. That was a good glitch. We all missed that glitch. I wonder if it's still there. And it also used to go on your fist too. Whenever you would do the fist, that was a good glitch. BO1 remakes are direct ports. Hey, I thought that shit. I ain't gonna lie. I've thought that every single time. I think that's true. Trench gun glitch BO1? I don't know that. Then meat. What a game mode. The meat meat was what you threw at each other in the PvP mode that I can't think of right now because I'm still laughing about the fucking BO1 remakes or direct ports. Bro, they really charged niggas for that shit, bro. That shit was literally a direct port. Appreciate it, Declan.
In Kino der Toten, there are numerous portraits hanging on the wall.
And this one's not Nikolai. Sorry, the one in classified as Nikolai. This one is Pablo Marinus, right? This one is Pablo Marinus, I'm pretty sure, which is who was supposed to be the 5th crew member with them, but he died. He was gonna be the Mexican in the group. He was really gonna have one of everybody in there, you know, but bro died. They really did him dirty. We had an American, a Russian, a German. Fuck, what is Takio? Is Takio Vietnamese? And he was gonna have a Mexican homie, and then nah, bro died. You remember what a year ago today was?
Out of all 5 of these, only one of them is completely blank. And each character, no matter who you spawn in as, will have some very
It was 6/10/2023. Duh.
Maybe what was.
Duh.
But shower.
Duh. Duh. Duh.
Look, it's nobody.
That's what it's gotta be.
Hell.
Alright, we gonna talk about bros. Hold on, look at this. Bro that's playing this game right now. Look at his. Oh, City won the Champions League? Oh, that's fucking crazy. Look at what his gun ammo counter thing is. Oh my god.
Someone stole the image from this picture.
And for the longest time, the community had no idea who this
It's
character
Pablo
was.
Marinus, right?
A lot of people thought it was Pablo, the Mexican test subject that was eventually replaced by Tank Dempsey.
Oh, is it Nikolai? Or no, it's Richtofen. It's Richtofen, huh? I think I remember it's Richtofen, right? Wait, is that a real picture of Pablo? Bro, bro, this is insane. I've never seen this image of Pablo in my life. This is insane to see. So I've like known about Pablo for like 20 years, or not 20 years. How old am I? 23. It's probably like 16, 23. Nah, that's when I caught him. I was like 7, 8. Yeah, like however long, bro. This motherfucker, I've never seen him. This is crazy. Bro, kind of look like Russman. Like he look like him and Russman like homies for real. Like him and Russman get down, bro. They done did some drugs together. Like, it look like him and Russman did some shit. They got a story to tell
The
you.
Mexican test subject that was eventually replaced by Tank Dempsey.
Yep.
Log entry 1471. Date September 2nd, 1845. Diary. Another day, another failure. This time, subject N3WB just flagrantly
No.
The Russian subject still smells like urine, even after he was given a bath and deloused twice.
This is actually one of my favorite radios in Zombies. I remember like always playing this one just because I remembered where it was. That's why.
I think I might have killed the specimen from Mexico. His spleen is on the floor and he's not moving anymore. I can verify with certainty, however, that the barrier is not located in the spleen.
What if they were gonna originally have like? What if they wanted the game to be 5 players and Pablo was gonna be that 5th, but once they noticed the console couldn't like handle it, they're like, "Fuck, we got like just make a story out of it." Shit.
Continue no matter the
Oh.
cost. I wonder what he might think of the experiment. The little girl. Nice! Drop that! That's my spleen!
But in Classified, we did get a little Easter egg that you could
Nikolai,
do that would
right?
kinda hint that
Yeah,
the
there we go. I
portrait
remember
was
that one.
Primus Nikolai.
But I believe that Kino one is ultimately Richtofen again or some shit. Is like where we ended up getting. I thought
Maxis' wife is dead. In the
She
story,
is dead.
Maxis' wife died giving birth to Samantha on November
Yeah.
5th, 1934.
Yep.
But this has not always been the case. Previously in the zombie storyline, she actually died in Dresden on the moon loading screen. If you look way down in the bottom, in this barely legible print, we can read,
Oh my
"Have
God.
fun with Papa in Poland. Mommy will miss you, but she has work to do in Dresden." And as we know, Samantha and Maxis were in Poland, so originally her mom was going to die in the bombings of Dresden, but that eventually was retconned and she was made to die giving birth to Samantha.
Oh. See, that's interesting because when the whole storyline gets revealed, it's like did they just cover up a few things? They're just like, well, we don't want to say that her mom's still alive, so we're just gonna say she died in childbirth now because we didn't think about making a whole story for that. And they just switched it once the like storyline came out because it looked from BO1 there was a different story. What if one day would be BO1? I don't know. Was it Jimmy Zielinski that was still making the zombies maps in BO1? But what if he eventually wants to bring in Samantha's mom? That could have been crazy.
Richtofen is gay. For a very long time in Zombies, people have speculated whether Richtofen is gay, straight, or somewhere in between. And
I
mainly
think
that
he
stems
is.
from the amount of sus quotes that he definitely has.
So sharp. So long. Oh, it is so big and long. If I had designed this, it would have sucked and not blown. It's warm! It's warm and it's on my neck! Oh! Oh! That's good, that's okay. Buy me dinner next time.
Oh hell no, no. Yeah, no, we know, yeah.
It's usually an extra 50. Oh, it's
That's usually an extra 50 is insane.
so big. It's a little gun, but it has a long barrel. Like my
Bruh.
college roommate. I don't know if I should swallow it or spit it out.
Are these real?
Remember, Edward, you do not swallow if you do not
sorry. More things in my throat. It's a big throat.
Hey, Eddie.
Honestly, you can't even begin to imagine the things I've had in my mouth. Just like gargling ball sweat. Oops, I meant boar sweat.
It's just like what, Mr. Edward?
Aha! I swear I'll put anything down my throat.
Oh, brother. Brother.
I'm blind in my eyes! Holy shitballs. You too. What did you do, Richtofen?
I did nothing. There's a light switch. Oh, I think I found a lever. Perhaps this will turn on the light.
No! Let go! That's not a lever! Richtofen!
Elemental knife.
That nigga said, aha. Oh, man.
In Origins,
Yeah, we know where Rick's off
is
is swinging.
Quote, upgrade your knife, giving
This gameplay is from the Smith Plays. I don't think Pat has uploaded a video on zombies. How
it
long?
one of the elemental abilities of the staff. To do this, you have to have completed almost all of the Easter egg up to the point of obtaining the Iron Fist. Once you have collected your Iron Fist, make sure that you have one of the staffs, go inside one of the robots, and down yourselves and die off. And once you respawn, you will have the elemental knife with the element of the staff you were holding when you died.
He switched to Fortnite? I didn't even know that.
Strong and said to be one of the strongest melee weapons.
Yeah, that shit was OP.
Not actually being canon.
Bro, yeah, that shit, bro. Them shits was OP, bro.
Black Ops 1 remakes are direct
They are
ports.
direct ports.
Now,
They're
sure
definitely direct
about,
ports.
like, the World at War remakes in
Yeah, it
Black Ops
is.
1, or the
Those are
Black
direct
Ops 1
ports.
remakes in Black Ops 3, and even then, I'm still not exactly sure what this is
They're talking about the World at War ports to Black Ops 1, and they are definitely
referring
direct
to,
ports.
because a direct port is usually when they just take what was in the previous game and pretty much just transfer it into the
We're
other
talking about the
game.
BO1
And even then,
ones,
I'm
brother.
not exactly sure what this is hinting at, so that's all I really got for you.
The World at War maps were brought over to BO1, sold for DLC 4, and them motherfuckers is definitely direct ports. They don't got nothing new. They don't look updated. It's a direct port to me, brother.
Trench gun glitch
Trench
in
gun.
Black Ops 1. There was a glitch with the trench gun and Black
good.
Ops 1 zombies that
Oop,
made it
what's
sound
good with you,
incredibly
Spartan?
loud no matter what.
What's
No
good,
matter
brother?
where
We
you were,
watching
if
a
you had it,
Zombies
it always
Iceberg
sounded
video.
like it was being shot off right next to your ear. And that glitch could sometimes be very
And then we
annoying.
gonna upload this to the Xylo Clips channel after this.
Meat. This is a reference to the cut Black Ops 2
Oh,
game
yeah.
called
Oh,
Meat.
damn, where are you
Instead
at?
of
Y'all
me
still in
explaining
school?
to you, I will let some of the cut
Like,
quotes explain
where are
for
you at in the world? Or is it homeschool? Oh, damn, I didn't even know that.
Hey there, willing participants. Welcome to Meat. The rules are easy. When the meat drops, you finally reached manhood. I mean, grab it, throw it, don't get caught with it. Zombies will only attack you if your side has the meat. Don't die and you might just win. Feel free to kick it too, my pretties. Get ready to play Meat. Meat pile in the center. Go get it. I know you're dying to get your hands on
What
some
the
meat.
hell?
Go get it. The meat has fallen and is begging to be grabbed. Step one, get meat done.
You said you leaving out of that school with something.
Oh, you have my meat in your hands.
Hey, yo.
Pinky. Oh, hello, everybody. I'm not going to make an obvious meat joke. For now. Get ready to play.
Were these, I'm guessing these are supposed to be Richtofen quotes, because those do sound like some Richtofen quotes.
Who's ready for a big meat pile?
And the only real remnant we still have of Meat is that rare power-up that you can grab in Grief, where you can throw
Yeah.
the meat at someone and all the
I
zombies
remember
will
that in
chase them
Grief.
instead.
But it was supposed to be its own mode. Ultimus Nikolai killed his wives. Well, Ultimus Nikolai, we believe maybe killed his wives, but then the premise one, which is the ones that are thinking better and everything, he says that it was all cap, and he was just hella drunk telling stories. The drawn ultimate power bastard. I don't know what the fuck that is. Richtofen head, yeah, that got cut. That was supposed to be in the game. And now people just bring it out and like I think there's a custom map that you can use it in. Eye colors indicate who's in control. That's true. I believe Ultimate's Nikolai only had one wife. Yeah, wasn't it something like that? But he what's the name? But then he say like he didn't actually, yeah, he only had one wife, but he made up all the wives and all the stories and everything like that. Worst case is I just don't see her again. True. So like you gotta at least like shoot your shot. To Call of Duty? To Zombie? He makes up stories about the other. Yeah, that's what I remember it was too.
Ultimus
Yeah, he
Nikolai
makes up the
kills his
stories.
wives.
So he didn't really kill, like, he didn't have the wives to kill him for real.
Through the duration of World at War and Black Ops 1, one of the more hilarious characters definitely had to be Nikolai.
Definitely.
And his many comments that he had about his various amounts of wives. Canonically, before they retconned it and say it was all just in his imagination, Nikolai was married at least 9 times and murdered at least 5
Oh,
of his
okay,
wives.
so you run it back.
The same weapon I used to kill my first wife.
Okay.
She was bitch. You are ugly. Like first wife. Like my first wife.
Didn't he say like one wife fought a bear or some shit?
Useless. I used this to kill a bear once. She was my first.
Yeah, there we go, to kill a bear.
Same weapon I used to kill my second wife. It was accident. She talked too much. Oh, the electricity dancing on their corpses is so beautiful. Like second wife. You are like third wife, always asking for more. I have black hole. Like my third wife. We won't talk about that.
Hey, yo.
Smells like third wife's cooking. I loved it. Dempsey. I like him because he's brave. Like third wife. He's going to die one day, but he'll take many with him. Like fourth wife. Hey.
Yeah, round 50 on GK is going to be something. That should be fun. And yeah, bro, if it's the biggest bag you fumble,
First
you got to go back for it.
money, then it disappears. Just like my fourth wife. Oh, that
I remember that quote.
disgusting. Like my fourth wife. She pretty though. Pretty.
She pretty though.
Weird combo. Guess I'll have to use my bare hands, like with my fourth wife. Always talking. Shouldn't have kept them in that extra 30 seconds. Like fourth wife. Ugly kid.
Like fourth
I
wife.
have finally made it to the moon. You were wrong, fourth wife. You were wrong. Sexy weapon for sexy Russian. Most women think so, at least. Fourth wife, not so much.
Hey, it's not like he really, really loved that fourth wife, though, you know.
Small and powerful, like fourth wife.
Okay, love the fourth wife.
They could plow field. This thing sucks harder than sixth wife. Oh, you're much cuter now, zombie. Like seventh wife. Thank God, I can go home and tell seventh wife I now make double points. New girlfriend.
I now make double
Goodbye,
points.
wife number 9. I do not think I will be able to top that one. She died when I blew up the earth. Fun times.
Ultimate Nikolai was something else.
I will miss her.
And in my mind, all of Nikolai's
Hot take,
wives-
Takio is the best of the crew. That's a base take. That's a base take. I think it's Nikolai. Nikolai had to, you know, boss up at the end and everything.
Bastard. In World at War,
Oh, is this the yeah, this is when you put like all the letters together or some shit in the, as you're seeing, the character bios
got
for World at War.
introduced to character bios. And each of these bios would give you a little bit
remember
of
this.
background information about all of our characters. Well, if you take the first word from every sentence and take the first letter of it and you lay it all out, it spells the
Bruh,
Dr.
BO6 is not gonna be the last Zombies game. They're gonna kill it with this one, and then they're gonna go in and make another one.
And you would think something so obvious would be solved so quick, but you have to remember, this was back in the World at War Zombies.
Yeah.
We were kind of new to the whole Easter egg hunting scene.
Richtofen head. Yeah, I've literally, in one of the maps you can like pull it up, or you can pick it up.
Mob of the Dead. The head would have been of Ultimus Richtofen, and even Jason Blundell himself refers to it as the snapping Richtofen head. And we do even have some of the audio and the animations for it.
Ouchie, my head. You look great. Get your fingers out of me.
How crazy would that have been if we were just running around with Richtofen's head, you know? We're just running around with Richtofen's head. Look at that. Nigga. You can in mob with mod menu, but I'm saying like imagine if like when the map first dropped, this was like an in-game thing. Like that would have been insane. That would have been insane. Like as a kid, like using this shit.
God, it's really dirty on the ground. Come and get me.
So it is a shame that back in Black Ops 2,
pretty
we
fire.
never got to throw Richtofen's head around on Mob of the Dead. Eye colors indicate who's in control.
Alright, off the top of my head, I think yellow is Samantha. Blue is Richtofen, I believe. White is... Oh, didn't they switch this shit and like one of them was Monty or something? I don't fucking know. And then, oh no, red was either Monty or the Shadow Man, but everybody thought it was the devil for forever. Remember we all thought it was the devil?
You can get a relative answer for who is controlling them. In World at War and Black Ops 1, the eyes are...
That Takio take is pretty base, though.
That Samantha Maxis is in control. And for a majority of Black Ops 2, if the zombies' eyes are blue, that means Richtofen is in control.
Yeah, like right there, Samantha's still in control.
That the Apothicons are in control. And there's no better example of this than on the map Nuketown.
Yeah, the eyes switch colors because red is Shadow Man, because I'm on GK right now. But see, that's what, yeah, it's like the Apothicons or whatever. Like, Shadow Man is just like an Apothicon or some shit. And then, right here, yeah, on Nuketown, so like, the eyes switch colors halfway through the map because at the beginning, Samantha's in control. But then, everything that happens with the moon Easter egg happens when you get like fucking round 50 or something. And then Richtofen takes control, so now the eyes are blue.
You are playing on Nuketown before round.
So it's gonna be interesting to see too. Now that Richtofen's the director for BO6, like, what color are the eyes gonna be for zombies?
The zombies' eyes are yellow, but as you are getting to round 20,
aren't they yellow in the trailer?
Also happening at the same time.
I think they were yellow.
25, that's when Richtofen enters the MPD and takes control of the zombies. So now he is in charge, thus the blue eyes. Wonderwolf on 5. The Wonderwolf was originally going to appear on 5, but unfortunately,
really?
A pretty common theme in zombies, cutting things at the last second. But we do still have some cut quotes.
Don't worry, guys, we got the winner's howl. Let's go. We get easy money.
Shocking, to say the least. Well, zap my ass and call me Dick. It's electric.
Who says you can't capture lightning in a bottle? A spark for the sparkless. Who ordered the deep...
JFK as a zombies character, man. The times.
Fried zombie. Take that, you undead communists. Worthy of Ben Franklin.
This weapon is an honor for Cuba. Zap it up! Burned by the light of the revolution.
I will bring down the lightning of democracy.
Bro, I still don't know who this guy is. I'm not gonna lie.
This will end the Z-War.
I still don't know who the fuck that guy is.
130,000 miles per hour. 54,000 degrees Fahrenheit. A truly effective weapon.
Fuck he breaking it down like that for?
Chainsaw in Black Ops 1.
Yes, sir. It was cut, but hey, somebody got to bring this into a custom soon. I want to use it in a custom. Secretary of State or something. I believe it. There to like protect JFK. Yeah, this was supposed to be in Kino, I believe. And I was watching a video. I forgot who said it. But I think this is true. Somebody had put this in their video chat. Let me know if you saw the video. But like apparently, so that area in the like when you turn on the power, that back wall of Kino where there's that ladder that like you just can't jump up to. People think that you could have maybe went up there and got the chainsaw, which would have been pretty interesting in Kino.
Yet another piece of cut content was going to be the Sabretooth, which was a chainsaw that was going to make an appearance in Black Ops 1 Zombies. We do have some of the animations for it, and it would have had a large magazine of 999, which would have maybe been its gas that you would have gone through. But similar to a lot of other things on this list, it was axed.
Bro said we got an animation for it. I'm seeing some fists, brother.
Secret Room under Pack Punch. I believe this is a reference to the room that is underneath Shadows of Evil. When you look at Pack Punch and you see the room,
I was like, there's like a million maps.
It does look like there's something hidden down there, like there might be a secret or something.
Oh, bro, one time, oh my god. I remember, so like when the Easter egg search was first going on, me and the homies were playing, and nobody could figure out the last step. And I just remember my dumb ass jumping down there like, bruh, it's gotta be something in here, bro. The lights are on now, bruh. Like, I didn't know the lights were on the whole time. I was like, bruh, the lights are on. And I just remember jumping down there and dying and losing everything. And I was like, fuck.
And to do down there. But ultimately, it's just an empty room, and there was nothing ever that led to it.
Just for design.
Stop people from coming up with all these thoughts and theories about what it could do.
I thought it was for the Easter egg. I didn't know. Auto mod took you out? What auto mod, man?
Elemental Flopper and Origins. Coming back to Origins, upon its initial release, if you were to dive to prone with PhD Flopper and an upgraded staff, it would cause the explosion to do an additional elemental damage based on whatever staff you have. But unfortunately, it was eventually patched out, so we never got to really play with it too much. But this is definitely one of those things that I wish they never patched out because that's pretty freaking cool. Brains.
I kind of remember this. Is it like...
This is a reference to one of the weapons that you can obtain through console commands in World at War.
Oh, this is not what I thought it was.
Where your character acts like a zombie and can.
I thought they were talking about a quote.
And this, in and of itself, was a cut mode where the player would actually become a zombie. And there are some cut animations that we still have of this to this day. So Brains trying to come back for Black Ops 2 Zombies, but it still will never hold the same relevance.
Well, I guess yeah, for the for that one mode, huh? For grief, I guess it, or not grief, turn. I guess it did come back, huh?
It did in World at War.
Except you move way slower. But how does that work if you're hitting a zombie? Alright. Paris instead of Moon? Yeah, it was supposed to be Paris instead of Moon. The Illuminati, Richtofen's in it. Dempsey knows he's in a game. Dempsey definitely knows he's in a fucking game. He'd be like, hey player, pass me chips and give me some ammo. That nigga knows he's in a game. Knocking in the dressing room? Oh, fuck. We know, alright, I forget who it is right now, but he'll say, like, we know who knocks in the dressing room. I forget who it is. Darius told the future? Ooh, that's interesting. Zombies occurred after the campaign? That's possible if it's Cold War. Dempsey was one of the Marines in Varuk. I didn't know about that. Griffin Station is visible from Darius. What the fuck? The zombies remember their past. Bro, what is going on?
The Illuminati. The Illuminati is a mysterious organization that used to have...
Oh yeah, and in Ascension, yeah. And in 5 and shit.
Black Ops 1 Zombies. The Eye of Providence can be found in various of maps, and even some notes in Illuminati code can be found.
Is the Illuminati gonna take me down for watching this?
There's a note in Spawn that reads, Edward, it's time, kill Maxis. But now in modern zombies...
Oh, I didn't know about that.
The Illuminati
what the fuck?
As prevalent, but they still do have some ties.
I didn't know about that.
On August 30th, 1925,
I never seen that.
officially joined the Illuminati. And on August 11th, 1936, Maxis invites Richthofen to join Group 935, and he agrees, secretly acting on behalf of the Illuminati's interest. And he kept acting on the behalf of the Illuminati's interest all up until the point where he entered the MPD. After that, he cut ties with the Illuminati and told them that Teddy is a liar when asked about how he could betray them. Paris instead of Moon.
Yeah, we were supposed to be in the catacombs.
I'm gonna have a special guest explain it for you.
What's going on, boys? Tim Hansen here. I've been summoned
to
go over a few interesting Call of Duty Zombies factoids for the Iceberg. Did you know that BO1's DLC 4 Moon was actually supposed to take place in Paris? That's right.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the World
at War
thing.
Finalized in Paris, France, but
the catacombs, right?
Was instead in outer space. How do we know this? Well, for one, in Moon's game files, it is referred to as Zombie Paris. Also, if you rewind to Dries, it's hinted at with this picture of some Z's hanging out by the...
Oh, that's crazy.
The Eiffel Tower. It's also believed that because MW3 around the same time was so heavily predicated on Paris as well, that they didn't want to overdo it and instead chose the Moon, which I totally agree with. Despite some glaring weaknesses, Moon is one of the coolest maps, and I wouldn't trade that Easter egg in for anything. It was the best.
I see.
I've heard about that.
Oh, well, if Jason Blundell just said it right there, I don't think it's a fucking iceberg. I think it happened.
Paris, and then it got reworked.
I don't think this is an iceberg.
How do you make that jump?
So they and it was a fantastic team, it was a different kind of group of guys, but a fantastic team took it, and then just certain of the little ideas got moved. And I don't want to say it was just Paris, because it wasn't. Paris is a very different map. But Paris had the idea of a no man's land, and it had the Eiffel Tower, and underneath that was a teleporter, and then there was the catacombs of Paris underneath that. And the idea was that you went into the kind of teleporter, and the Eiffel Tower was essentially a conduit for the power for it. And you got transported to this middle of nowhere where the Pack-a-Punch was, and it was just zombies all coming at you, and there was no cover, and it was brutal.
So would say the zombies all coming at you?
Damn, so that's why we still got No Man's Land with Moon, is because they were essentially gonna do No Man's Land from Moon with Paris, and the fucking Eiffel Tower was gonna be the energy beam for it, and then you go to the catacombs of Paris and play the map. That would have been crazy.
That maybe be reworked into like the No Man's Land we had in Moon.
Yeah. Oh. So that was that idea that kind of moved over.
Damn.
Dempsey knows he's in a game.
Dempsey, yeah, he definitely knows he's in a game.
Break the fourth wall, but Dempsey by far does it the most. There are numerous quotes.
Who the fuck is using a 24 bore long range double barrel shotgun on round 50? This nigga does not love his life.
He knows he's in a game.
Ow, my shins! When's Treyarch inventing shin armor? Hey, look at that. No power. Wait, does power even make sense in an ancient temple? Seriously, Treyarch? Seriously? Everyone thinks TAC is boring, and maybe he is, but you gotta have that one stale guy to
I don't
make the
think
rest of
TAC
us a
is
little bit
boring.
cooler. This is like waiting for the midnight release. I thought we'd have a new objective by now, but no, you guys just never give the community what they want.
For
Got the
real.
achievement, yeah. All right, a weapon more random than Nikolai's script.
Dempsey was talking for us. That's what it
Less
was.
barfing. Fun. Hey, player, focus! We need headshots, man! Oh my gosh, they hit yet another song. Where do they get these original ideas from? Hey, Treyarch, I solved your stupid objective! Damn, keep forgetting that.
Y'all think Dempsey know he in the game?
Update my Facebook page. Check it out.
His Facebook
Updated
page?
by Elena and Kevin. Thank you, Treyarch. What? Are they gonna put a music Easter egg in every map now? Another Easter egg. Ha! How do they do it? Hey, Treyarch, can we get a new objective, please?
Knocking in the dressing room.
Kino der Toten is the single most bone-chilling map out there. This is thanks in large part to the subtle yet horrifying atmosphere and the mysterious lore. There's a myriad of Easter eggs, one of the most intriguing of which being the knocking
we know
in the
that
dressing
somebody's.
room.
Who
If you
was it
approach
again?
this barrier and remain quiet, you will hear a panicked knocking, as if somebody were trying to escape.
Who? Don't we find out who it is? Bro, what is this with where his bullets is? Look at his bullet HUD.
I'm sure you've heard this one before, perhaps.
What is
offend
Blood
you on
doing?
it, But if you were lucky or unlucky enough to discover this on your own, especially as a child like your boy, it is unnerving to say the least. So,
yeah.
Who's knocking? Unfortunately, there is no concrete answer, but there is one particular theory I subscribe to. Scattered throughout the map, you may have noticed what appear to be some cryogenic storage units containing what appear to be zombies? That would be the safe bet. And you also may have noticed that one of them is open and empty, implying that something had escaped. The escapee has somehow gotten trapped again and is knocking in the dressing room. I'm not sure, dude, but it's a creepy thought. Kino is a creepy map. There's actually knocking in several locations, one of which also being a door in the alley.
Yeah, I was about to say, and there's knocking on the door in the alley as well. Literally was about to say that.
I'm not exactly sure what this is referring
Alright.
to, but if I had to take a guess, I'm guessing that it refers to the cork boards on Doris that have various pictures of past and future zombie maps.
Why is that one from just right here? From just right here, it looks like shadows to me. I don't know why. Obviously, it wasn't that far out, but I'm saying it looks like it.
Littered throughout the map, there are these various boards, and if you look closely, you can see what appears to be Call of the Dead, Kino der Toten, Verrucht, and the
Ooh, what is that map?
Paris map. So yes,
Yeah.
Doris kind of did predict the future. It gave us all of the
Yeah,
Black Ops
Doris
1
showed us
DLC.
everything.
Zombies occurred after the campaign. Back in World at War, the only way to get zombies was to completely finish the campaign, and it was an unlockable Easter egg that would occur once you completely finished the campaign. Once the credits were done rolling, that infamous Nocturne
you gotta check your
intro
tabs.
would start playing.
Chad, I literally saw this shit, bro. I remember this happening. I was like, what the fuck? Literally, the homie was just like, bro, you gotta beat the game. And I was like, for what? Or not tabs, your extensions. Check your extensions. I don't know, nigga. I don't know what the hell you doing on that PC. Bro, this shit, I was like, what the fuck? And then you just spawn into to Knocktown. Ah! I'm trying to help this nigga. I'm out fucking up. Into Knock. Yeah, bro, you gotta clear your extensions or something, dog. Yep, you go straight into Knock.
One of the Marines in Verrucht. World at War
ad
really
blockers.
didn't start the zombie storyline. It kind of laid the foundation, and the real storyline started with Shino Numa. So in World at War, the 4 Marines that you play as, none of them was originally supposed to be Dempsey, but later that was fixed, and Dempsey was actually made to be one of the Marines that survived.
Wait, I know who your friends are. Verrucht, that's where I know your name from. I went there to rescue you, but you were already gone. I want you to know that I tried, Peter. We really tried. We came looking for you.
Yeah, I do remember this. You talked to Peter McCain and this man. And nobody ever plays Alpha Omega, so that's why we easily forgot that was even a thing.
Griffin Station is visible from Reese. If you load up to Reese and you get a sniper rifle and you take a look at the
shot.
Moon, you can see what appears to be 115. And for the longest time through World at War and majority of Black Ops,
shot.
It was just a large chunk of 115. But after the events of Moon,
I've never seen that shit.
Instead of seeing a large chunk of 115, you are actually looking at Griffin Station.
We could be. I think that is Griffin Station. I believe it.
So in Zombies, it is why
no shot.
Even though the zombies are still trying to kill you and eat your brains, that they still have some remembrance of their past. If you go onto Ascension and you aim your reticles at a soldier zombie, they will instinctively try to dodge out of the way.
Oh.
So that kind of leads people to believe that these soldiers.
Oh, they're kind of cooking.
The zombies actually have quotes and can give you some of the creepiest
they're kind of cooking
you've ever heard.
Oh. Lie. What the fuck? Oh, hell no. These zombies getting a little too close, a little too personal. They starting to say a little too much. When they start saying things. Shout out the sponsor. When they start saying things.
Max's betrayal was
foreshadowed. Wait, let me look at them all real fast. Max's betrayal was foreshadowed. Yeah. Every player is trapped in their own universe. Oh. That's a crazy theory I've never ever heard of. We're getting too close to the bottom of this iceberg, so we're going to start hearing some crazy shit. I've never ever heard of that theory. I've never ever heard of that theory. Haven't they always? Checks out because of the forever loop. Well, yeah, but in their own universe, like I feel like they were all always in one universe, and everything bad was just happening in this one universe. Not that they all were in their own, and then at the same somehow at the same time, still in that same one. I never thought of that. Call the dead crew due to call the dead crew died due to hypothermia. Oh my god, who the fuck said that? Points are 115, but Nikolai wiped every Dark Ether touched universe. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, he touched every Dark Ether touched universe. But ain't there like, well, what's the name? Max is in them one? But but we still don't know if like I think weren't there like different universes? Like we know that there were different universes. But is he saying that? Well, we have to see. Maybe he's saying every Ultimus character is trapped in a different universe, and we go kill them and BO3 from their universes. I can see that. I can see that. And that's why we go to different maps and all that.
Betrayal was
I can see that. If it's that, I can see that.
Now, I'm not sure if this is referring to when Richtofen betrayed Maxis or when Maxis betrayed the player. If it's the first one, then this could be a reference to the note that I mentioned earlier, which was written in the Illuminati code.
No, I think it's definitely that
says,
one.
Richtofen, it's time, kill Maxis. Or it could be a reference to Black Ops 2, and at the buried endgame, if you completed the Maxis side of the Easter eggs, he pretty much wipes out the Earth and everything you love.
The process has begun. Now I control the ether's energy. I can at last
Big Maxis. This one is not canon, by the way.
Regretfully, I must inform you that neither the Earth nor its people.
I remember when this happened, I was like, Maxis is bad?
I tried so hard to warn you. Once the gateway is open, I will finally be reunited with my dearest Samantha.
Bro just wanted his daughter back.
Are you forgetting something? Even if your wretched daughter is still alive, she has my body!
If you are so eager to re-enter the physical world, Richtofen, I will grant you that fish!
Man, seeing this shit back in the day, you were like, what?
You can manipulate everybody into doing what you want, but we know the truth. Your calculating works and your sinister agents.
What is this?
You need to destroy this planet and kill us all. We're not gonna help. No way, no how.
Oh, he drunk as hell.
Yeah, keep talking. No one's gonna hear you because we're destroying everything. Everything electronic, starting with evil radio box thing.
Hey, he going.
No matter what it has to do with Maxis, someone was getting betrayed, and there was a lot of foreshadowing to it.
Okay. Yeah, let's see what he's cooking with this.
Every player is trapped in their own universe. Now, I believe this is a throwback all the way to a World at War theory. So in World at War Derice, if you look at the clock, it goes ahead 3 seconds and then immediately reverts back and then keeps doing that over and over and over again. Well, this spawned a very popular theory that every player is trapped in their own segment in time, and that's why there's infinite amount of zombies, and that's why no one is coming to help, because they're isolated in their own universe. They pretty much have unlimited ammo, unlimited zombies, no outside help, and the reason that no one really ever notices. Of course, this theory did not turn out to be true, but back in the World at War and Black Ops 1 days, it did kind of help explain a lot of the things in zombies.
I can see why, yeah. I can see that.
Call the Dead crew died.
Yeah, bro, this one is what?
So this is yet again another old school theory that the Call the Dead crew did not die due to zombies, but instead died to hypothermia. And we do know that the Call of the Dead crew eventually did meet an end because of Black Ops 3 radios.
It's been 6 weeks since the rest of the Call of the Dead casting crew went missing. Hollywood's lost its fucking mind with this story. An entire production vanishes? Crazy talk. I told you, this is why you don't shoot in Siberia.
George, maybe?
Agent on line 1, manager on line 2, I needed to sort this quickly. I'd rather zombies come for me than an agent. That's real horror. I don't need that.
But the reason people say that it was the hypothermia and not something else is because the whole reason that there were zombies at Call of the Dead was because Richtofen and the gang had to go there to get the Vril device. So it is assumed that when Richtofen and the gang first got there, that's when George got taken, and that's when the zombies started overrunning everybody. But right after Richtofen and the gang teleport away, Samantha no longer has a need to kill these people and stops the zombie attack. Now, of course, in the video game, this doesn't happen after the Easter egg because it's a video game. But lore-wise, people seem to believe that once Richtofen and the gang left, the zombies no longer have a reason to be there, and thus stop attacking them. And since the zombies pretty much killed everybody else, and they kind of got left stranded, they naturally would die to hypothermia. Points are 115. I think
Count
this is
for
a
what?
reference to some of the quotes on Moon and the quotes about soul boxes and Blood of the Dead, which tells us
Count for
that
what?
souls are made up of ethereal energy, which in turn is just 115 with special properties. So in a roundabout way, I guess that kind of does make points 115.
Oh, I guess so, huh? Yeah. The mask on Garage Kroby? Wait, the mask?
The weasel is Icarus.
What are you talking about?
Weasel in this instance is literally mirroring Icarus from the Greek tale. It would seem that Weasel quote-unquote flew way too close to the sun with his overplanning and his escape route with the other monsters,
Mangler
which
mask?
in turn ended up leading to his demise. I mean, come on, the plane in Mob of the
I
Dead
don't think
is
it counts.
literally called Icarus.
Nah, I think you have to shoot his helmet off or some shit.
Samantha was visited by keepers and DE.
I think you have to shoot his helmet, then his arm.
On Der Eisendrache, if you happen to head to Samantha's room, you can see a bunch of drawings.
Yeah, I think you have to shoot his helmet. Yeah,
one of
shoot
those
his head and his
drawings
arm.
shows a keeper coming to visit her. Now, other than this picture, not too much is known about this. There are a couple theories out there, and the main theories revolve around the keepers wanting to protect Sam and or marking Sam in some way, so that way eventually when she gets into the pyramid, she doesn't fall under the Shadow Man's and the Apothicant's influences. It's really all up in the air. Again, not too much is known about this, but the basic idea that I can get is that
that's
the
actually
keepers
crazy.
were
I've
in some
never
way,
seen
shape, or
that.
form trying to protect Samantha because she was kind of the key to everything.
The keepers were trying to protect Samantha. That's crazy.
Die Glock. Die Glock all has to revolve around Der Riese. Now, Der Riese was a real top-secret German research facility located in Poland, and it was alleged to have housed Die Glock, aka the Bell. And it was alleged that the Bell was some sort of anti-gravitational time machine or something along those lines. If you look at the Der Riese teleporters and the they look awfully similar. And if you do the Flytrap Easter egg, this stone structure looks awfully similar to the alleged area where the Die Glock time machine / anti-gravitation test would be had. The whole Die Glock connection.
So we out here teleporting in the Die
interesting
Glock.
Aspects of zombies, and it's really honestly what made me so invested. Nazi occultism is incredible to read about, and it's very, very fascinating.
Damn, that's crazy. Denizens live in not. Oh my god. Like whenever they're not fucking in the fog at fucking transit. Shangri-La is on Mars. This is confirmed. Shangri-La is on Mars. The monkey bomb is sentient. The teleporters cause insanity. They do. I think they do. Der Riese was a real facility. Possible. Peter McCain corrupts your game. I talked about this. I fucked with Peter McCain and he literally ended my game.
Now, I'm not exactly sure what this is referring to because there's
gotta
really
be
no
transit
at all, really, to suggest
gotta be
that
transit.
denizens live in Nocturne Toten. Like, they don't have apartment complexes over there. They're not putting a deposit down or anything. But
they actually
this does
did. They
remind
put
me
3
of
months
a really
down.
old theory back in the original Black Ops 2 Transit days that
Transit
people
got it
would
all.
think that the denizens were all coming from Nocturne Toten, the one in the cornfields on Green Run. And the reason for this was because of the fog, and they didn't really see where the denizens came from. You would just see the denizens coming out of the fog.
I always thought it's so random how Nock is just in transit.
Toten was in the cornfield and the fog. They kind of sloppily put 2 and 2 together and made it seem that the denizens lived in Noct, and that's where they came from. That's really all
I like how people still try to say that like random farmhouse is so many things that it's
Please
just
let me know down
not.
below in the comments.
Shangri-La is
Shangri-La
definitely
is
on Mars.
Now, this is definitely one of my favorites because it's true and it's not true. This literally divided the community for so many years, and only
Recently,
recently
wasn't it
have we
like
been able to
proved?
figure this
Yeah.
out. So the original theory was that the Shangri-La we play as takes place on Mars. And the reason for that was because of various reasons. Number one, some of the texture files on Shangri-La refer to these mountains as being on Mars. Number two, Jimmy Zelensky had a lot of cryptic tweets about Shangri-La and Mars that led a lot of people to also believe it. Number 3, in Black Ops 3, the moon used for the solar eclipse in the Easter egg is one of Mars's moons. And number 4,
it's
in
Mars.
Toten, there's an Easter egg that you can do that will show you Mars.
Feels like Russ Man's turning into a fucking ice cube.
It's Mars. I thought it was in Thailand or something, bro. It's on Mars. Thailand, bro. Yeah, it's a real Easter egg, by the way, chat. Where you can go see Mars.
And
You
it
have
so
to swim
happens
through
that
hella
Easter
shit.
egg uses the same music as the loading
That's
screen for
yep.
Shangri-La.
Yeah. If he didn't say it, I would. Yep. That's crazy, right?
So this led a lot of people to believe that Shangri-La is on
But
Mars.
is it canon? I guess it is canon because it's in that it's in that Call of the Dead Easter egg.
But that's only half true. Shangri-La is not on Mars, it's in the Himalayas. But when you do the solar eclipse and you travel back in time, now Shangri-La is no longer on the Earth, now it is on Mars. There is an entire rabbit hole that you can go down that deals with the Vril society.
What's a meme? No, that's in the game. That's not a meme. Like that's in the game. And then they play the Shangri-La main menu or loading screen music whenever you get there. The way to get there is you have to like swim through water and like you have to like there's a whole tunnel. Like look up the Shangri-La Easter egg. Like I've never done it, but I know it exists on Call of Duty. I promise you it's not a meme.
Time travel and displacement, but ultimately it comes down
Dog,
to
it's
there
not
was
a
a
dog.
society on Mars.
It is not a meme. Dog, they wouldn't. It is not a meme. And then every time you eclipse, you go to Shangri-La, like you said.
So yes, during the eclipse,
it's definitely not a meme the developers put in. The memes the developers put in are extremely hard to do. Like the meme the developer put in was the board one, and then like the heart comes up with a picture of him and his girlfriend. That's a meme one that they put in. Like, and you have to like repair board, shoot a gun a certain way, and that picture of him and his girlfriend comes up. That's a meme one. This one is not a meme. This is like canon.
Literally playing without the eclipse, it is on Earth and the Himalayas.
Yeah, right here. See, when it's without the eclipse, you're on the Himalayas. With it, you're on on Mars.
This one is definitely one of my favorites. The monkey bomb is actually pretty talkative, and it's led a lot of people to believe that it is sentient. There are various things that you can do to get different responses from the monkey bomb that make it pretty much seem like it has a mind of its own.
Hello, that tickles. Let's play. Hello, friend. I'm Mr. Monkey. Let's be friends. I wanna play. You look friendly. I love you. We're bestest friends. Hi, I'm Monkey. Wanna play? You're not Sam. Wee, whoa, wee, whoa. Ow, oh, ow, oh. I hope we meet again. Don't forget.
Yeah, I think it can.
Miss you. I just started to live. Playtime's over.
I think it is sentient.
I don't wanna leave. Life is so cruel. Bye bye, zombies. This was fun. Get ready for a surprise. Here I come, Sam.
Here I come, Sam. Oh no. Are you good, dog? Hey yo, are you good, dog?
Teleporters cause insanity.
They do.
I believe this is a reference to one of the ciphers on Zetsuba no Shima, which is from Maxis, and it reads like this. Richtofen must understand that using these teleporters to jump between dimensions is both dangerous and imprecise. At any point, the fabric of space and time could collapse if the proper amounts of 115 are not maintained. I am also concerned about the unknown effects of trans-dimensional jumps. I have noticed even with my brief travels that new memories and emotions have flooded my mind, suddenly appearing from nowhere. I am also sure something is happening on a molecular level as well. So it appears that Maxis is slowly starting to lose it with all this new information that's entering his head with the repeated teleporter jumps.
And Richthofen's like, jumping in. Jumping in.
On July 2nd,
and
Maxis
jumping
and
in.
Richtofen begin teleportation experiments with the matter transference prototype. To mild success. The subjects are teleported, but their chemical composition is altered, leaving them catatonic and changed. August 5th. Using element 115, Maxis and Richtofen resurrect one of the teleported corpses for the first time. Initially it obeys, but soon becomes rabid and attacks them.
Yeah, it definitely is fucking with their brain.
The test subject is euthanized. So this made it seem like one of the reasons for these zombies being barbaric and rabid was because they were teleported and their chemical composition was altered. And then when you introduce 115 and they become a zombie, they're just crazy. So this does leave a little credence to teleportation causing insanity. Der Reese was a real facility. We kind of touched upon this in the Die Glock portion, but actually I've already explained this in a video, so I'll let Past Me explain it for you.
Oh, I've seen this in a... Yeah, I've seen this before.
Project Reese, or the Giant, was a code name for a construction project of Nazi Germany between 1943 and 1945, And unlike the Reese and the video games, this one consisted of 7 underground structures in the Owl Mountains, which at the time was in Nazi Germany, but today it is now in Poland. And allegedly, this is where they did all of their scientific research for their secret Wonderwall.
This don't look like the map I played on.
Was allegedly Die Glock, aka the Bell, which was supposedly an anti-gravity machine that looked like a flying saucer and was used in
that do look like what we
above-ground
used to
structure
teleport
known
though.
as the Henge, and the Henge is the flytrap Easter egg that you see in Reese. The Bell was described as a saucer-shaped device made from hard, heavy metal that was filled with a substance similar to mercury and required enormous amount of electrical power for testing. And like I said, the Bell was alleged some sort of anti-gravity / time machine for the Nazis. And the theory goes
so they
like
just
this. The
ported
scientists
over a
and technicians
factory
who worked
for
on the
us.
Bell who did not die of its effects were wiped out by the SS towards the end of the war, and the device was moved to an unknown location. There's also a theory that the SS
Look at the
official
Wonderwall
Hans
back
Tommler,
there.
I hope that's how you pronounce it, later secretly traded this technology to the US in exchange for his freedom, which does fall in line with a lot of zombies lore, so Treyarch really did their research. And the concrete ring, aka the Henge, aka the flytrap Easter egg, built in 1943 and 44, was supposedly used as a launch pad for the Bell, but other people seem to claim that it was merely just a structure for an ordinary industrial cooling tower, but I like the Nazi occultism a little bit more. Peter McCain corrupts your game.
He's gonna kill you.
Did you know that on World at War Shinonuma,
yeah, look at that.
Can glitch your game?
Look at this shit.
Peter McCain. Well, he's the man hanging around in spawn.
Look, when you
With
get
the
him to
power of
fall.
explosives, you're actually able to knock him down on the ground, and if you stand over him, you die. There's 2 takeaways from this. 1, World at War has too many glitches to count. And 2, let the dead rest in peace.
Let him rest. Don't be messing with Pete, bruh. Alright, let's see. I believe this is the last one. Yeah, last one right here. Mob of the Dead was real. Mob of the Dead was real. Not only is Alcatraz a real island, the story of like the pieces that we use, like doing laundry and stuff, lines up with stories from prisoners who were there who tried to escape. They weren't trying to build a plane like us, but they did use a lot of the same things, so it does line up. The keepers are the occults. Occults? Or occulate? Occults? I don't know anything about cults, so Division 9 is Unit 731. Division 9 is disgusting. Takio is linked to the Shadow Man? Oh, I gotta hear this shit. Cat Derice 1.pic. The catwalk on Derice? Huh. Unit 731. Should I know what Unit 731 is?
The Keepers are the occult. Now this could have
what
two
are the
different
occult?
meanings. One with the Vril, or 2 in game-wise with the Ancient Order of the Keepers. Let's talk about the Vril first. The Vril, or the Vrilia, originates from a book from 1871 called Vril, the Power of the Coming Race, which is about a young independent traveler who comes across a superior subterranean master race and the energy form called Vril. And in this form, the Vrilia live in a utopia. They have great telepathic abilities and can transmit information, get rid of pain, and put others to sleep, and are very advanced in every single way. And according to some people, in the late 1930s and early 1940s, there was a society in Berlin called the Society for Truth, or the Vril Society, who dedicated their entire life looking for the Vril. And all of this is basically what the Keepers in Call of Duty Zombies are based off of. And in the game, that transfers over to the Ancient Order of the Keepers. And we get a good mention of this in some of the radios on Shadows of Evil.
Hey, Mr. Rapp. So, I went by the market again today. For some reason, the fruit seller was much more talkative. Even if what he said was more than a little crazy. He told me that when he was a boy, his uncle would get drunk and start talking about how a dark force cast its shadow over the city. How good and evil were battling.
Oh, that happens in Shadows.
And that the only thing holding back the forces of the apocalypse was the Ancient Order of the Keepers. Well, even if what he said was more than a little crazy, I'm not sure he was. Even though they're scared, or maybe because they are, people are talking more. Asking around, I've heard more than a few whispers about this Ancient Order and the Keepers. I think it's some kind of cult. Say you can hear them chanting sometimes. From beneath the city. There's all these rumors about human sacrifices and freaky shit that even the police won't investigate.
Interesting.
Because they've been paid off? Or because they're too damn scared? I'm not sure what to believe anymore.
So the Keepers are definitely tied to many occult-like things.
Mob was real.
Mob of the Dead was real.
That keeper one is interesting. So the keepers
This
are a
one's
cult.
a little on the nose, but did you know that Mob of the Dead was real? And I'm not just talking about the location, Alcatraz prison, off of the San Francisco Bay. I'm talking about the escape
About Unit
story,
731?
which, while
Yeah,
isn't
depending on how long the video
identical,
is,
has
possibly, yeah.
glaring parallels. For 6 months leading up to June 11th, 1962,
I was gonna get
4
off after this
prisoners,
video, but
John
possible.
Clarence Anglin, Frank Morris, and Alan
Yeah,
West,
listen to this
plotted
shit,
an
chat.
escape from the inescapable maximum security federal prison, Alcatraz. On that fateful night, when everyone was asleep, they slid fake papier-mâché heads under their sheets, removed the makeshift grates covering the holes they had chipped away in the back of their cells,
they did.
climbed their way through a maze of pipes up to their hidden workshop above the cell blocks where they had makeshift rafts and vests waiting for them, then made their way to the rooftop, then the shore, then floated off into the frigid waters of the San Francisco Bay completely undetected. But here's the thing. Alan West actually never escaped. While the other 3 prisoners were busy doing the impossible, it turns out that
45. Yeah, I might have to watch that another day.
cell was actually blocked by a pipe, unbeknownst to him, and thus was forced to stay. To this day, the escapees have not been found or convicted, confirmed dead or alive. And while there is quite a raging debate as to whether...
Yeah, that's the craziest part, chat. So one of them was found dead. 3 of them never confirmed dead or alive. But here's the thing. The ocean is big as fuck, bruh. So them niggas could have definitely fucking... Them niggas could have died in there. I don't think they can be convicted. No, they can't be convicted. They can't find them. So like, what are they gonna do? Make their daughter or some shit go to jail?
They actually lived. The bottom line is they escaped the inescapable.
Yeah, them boys got
took
out.
Inspiration from one of the most fascinating
boys got
stories
out.
in human history and zombified it. The 4 mobsters, Sal DeLuca, Billy Handsome, Finn O'Leary, and Albert Weasel
They have small
Wellington
attributes
also plot their escape from Alcatraz via plane in this instance. After duping and killing the warden, they retrieved said plane parts stashed throughout
But they
the
don't even
island,
look
then
anything
make
like
their way to the
themselves, so
rooftop
it'd be
to fly
hella
off
hard
to
to. They probably got
freedom,
new like
but
name and everything, you know.
crash into the Golden Gate Bridge. Now these 2 groups of prisoners are very similar, especially when looking at their fractured dynamic, that 3-1 split.
Yeah.
In real life, Frank Morris and the Anglin brothers managed to escape while Alan West is unfortunately left behind. Despite
Which would be
being
like
the
Weasel
main
being
proprietor
dead.
of the plan in Mob of the...
Right. So who's the main proprietor of the plan? Proprietor of the plan in Mob of the Dead? Weasel. Who dies in real life? Alan West.
Dead, when their plan fails and the plane crashes, Sal, Finn, and Billy murder Al Arlington as revenge for devising the unsuccessful plan. If you zoom in a little closer, the parallels between Alan West and Albert Arlington are even more uncanny. They were both the ones that were quote-unquote left behind, and their names even sound eerily similar. Mob of the Dead did such an amazing job retelling the story in their own way. Don't get me wrong, the gameplay in and of itself is also fantastic, but it's the story that drives what is
Mob
the
story
greatest
drives
zombies
it.
map of all time.
It's in my top 3.
Takeo is linked to the Shadow Man.
This is interesting to me.
The only thing I could find from this was one of the radios.
This is
in
real,
Giant where
damn it.
Takeo alludes to seeing the Shadow Man in his dreams.
I remember this, I think. Oh. Oh.
In another place, another time. Our allies are filled with confidence and bravado. But I am troubled. My dreams are haunted by a man in shadow. I fear this vision may be a portent of our destruction.
And it
Oh
seems like
damn, Shadow
Zombies,
Man was all
Takeo
up in bro
kind of had like a
dreams.
sixth sense on things that are to come, so it would make sense that out of all the characters, Takeo would be the most linked to the Shadow Man.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Division 9 is Unit 731.
Okay, here we go.
So Division 9 in Call of Duty Zombies is
I
directly
can see
taken
this,
from
maybe.
Unit 731, which is
Okay.
short for Manchu Detachment 731, also known as the Kamo Detachment and the Ishii Unit. And this was a highly
Ishii?
secret, covert, biological and
Tamahiro?
chemical warfare research and development unit of the Imperial Japanese Army that engaged in lethal human experimentation and biological weapons manufacturing during the Second Sino-Japanese War, aka World War II, because we all know World War II started with the invasion of China by Japan. It was not the invasion of Poland. The Japanese, in my opinion, started World War II. and Unit 731 was responsible for some of the worst war crimes or atrocities that I've ever seen committed. These included disease injections, controlled dehydration, biological weapons testing, hypobaric pressure chamber testing, which is pretty much where you're in a chamber and they mess with the pressure, so just use your imagination on that one. Vivisections without anesthesia, organ harvesting, amputations, and standard weapon testing. And victims not only included men, they also included women, including pregnant women and children and babies. And this only scratches the
babies
this group inflicted upon people. If you are interested in history and want to see a group that was way worse than the Nazis, definitely read up on Unit 731, because those who forget the past are doomed to repeat.
It's insane. Maybe we'll watch it tomorrow on stream or something. That video, and we can make a video reacting to that.
In the main menu, you can get out of the chair and access the terminal. And in that, you can hack into the CIA server and unlock a ton of zombies information. Everything from Wonder Weapons information to Maxis's private logs to some of the more important stuff like Der Riese 1 pick, which shows us a concept art of Der Riese. This gives us their vision for what they had wanted to happen with Der Riese and the trench gun hallway. And just by looking at it, you can see that they wanted it to be way more scary, way more bloody, and way more looking like a zombie massacre had happened than it being abandoned.
Yeah, bro. It just sucks that because of like the limitations the consoles were putting on there, they couldn't get it to be like this, you know? It sucks.
And Der Riese was not the only one. We also have Gov After Hours, which gives us a look at the 5 labs. And we also have a bunch of Kino. We got the Kino Alley.
Man, Kino is supposed to be crazy.
We also have the Kino Cola Room, and we have the Kino Lobby, and the Kino Theater itself. So if you've never hacked into the computer in Black Ops 1, definitely give it a try. There is tons of unique zombie information littered throughout. Definitely worth it.
V-Bush. Are we done? We're done.
So that is going to complete the Zombies Iceberg. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you guys did, make sure to hit that like button and leave a comment. Let me know some more random / miscellaneous zombie facts, because I just think it's really interesting. And also, if you would like to get videos early like these sexy Patreons on screen right now, like Brian Hahn,
Does this still work?
Person, Dirty
that
Dan,
doesn't work.
That Lucky Potato, Icy Storm, B-Rad the Man, Giovanni Diaz,
remember that used to be an emote?
Dr. Dopey, Mayall, G-Dice Smackdown, Org, Mr. Ridgeway, and Henry.
Shout out the patrons. Well, that was a really good video, chat. We learned a lot more about zombies today on the build to BO6, and we're gonna watch another one soon. But damn, really enjoy learning about different types of fucked up history. Call of Duty Zombies. It's the game for you. Alright, chat. Well, we're gonna watch another one soon. And yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Adios.